setting up. Redirecting to Facebook.
So once we go live, I'm on like
live.
Beautiful.
Live with Jill. You can keep talking to keep everyone entertained, Jill. And good morning, everyone. I'm just setting Jill up. So she's teaching today, as you know, beautiful yin. I'm going to disappear off the screen shortly, but don't forget to say good morning. I'm here to say good morning to you, to let us know you're online.
Morning, everyone. And welcome to Yin. I'm so super chuffed to come and teach you today. So hopefully you've got your props with you today here, your blankets, your blocks, or whatever suits and that sort of thing to actually bring into here. You know, you don't have to have exactly what a block is, but something similar, because we're going to use that today in class. So settle yourself down. We're going to actually do a little meditation today, just to center us into just being here on the mat. And it's so important that we do that in a yin class, because yin is a practice that we really we visit within a lot. We sit with ourselves, we sit with the sensation of the pose. And sometimes this is, you know, not that pleasant. But doing that and experiencing that, we actually realize all the sensations that we feel are actually okay, whether they're pleasant or unpleasant. And, you know, very much this is around the shift of the mind about what we believe is pleasant or unpleasant. But sometimes our body needs to get a little bit sort of pushed in areas that we wouldn't normally, to make sure that we have the full mobility of the use of this beautiful thing that, you know, we were given in this world. So settle yourself into where you would like to meditate today. And I've got a little bolster under my butt just to lift my hips. But you find it, you don't have to sit cross-legged. There's, you don't meditate any better sitting cross-legged. So just find something comfortable that you can sink into the body and let it land on the mat. So, you know, just let yourself sort of wriggle in there, maybe roll the shoulders back, let the head go, and then start letting yourself land. You know, if you are tight through the shoulders, roll them back. And now gently close your eyes. So this is the first sort of process into listening to ourselves, the eyes closing. If there is strong sensation anywhere, you know, gently adjust your body so you can still stay beautiful and still. And now bring your breath into your awareness. Just become aware of your natural breath pattern without trying to control or change it, just what is. Just watch and observe the movement of your body and breath. You might find your breath to be fast or slow, deep or shallow. Whatever is happening, simply relax and witness the breath. This beautiful thing that we take so much for granted, the breath. It is here with us when we are born. Remain connected to every breath in and out. And if any thought comes into your mind, just let it go and bring attention back to your breath. Belly rising as you inhale. Belly falling as you exhale. And now feel that the breath is becoming quiet and still. And feel a profound sense of peace descending over your body and being. Just you, your mat, and this beautiful practice that we're going to do today. And now take a deep breath into your belly. And then sigh it out, let it go. And take one more deep breath into your belly. And let it go out, just sigh it out. Beautiful. And gently open your eyes. Welcome back. So today's practice, we're going to explore opening the front body, opening the back body. So we're going to be flipping back and forwards to really sort of extension and flexion of the spine and the body. We want sensation. So I'm going to ask you to feel something, and it might be, you know, a little bit different to the place that I'm asking you to feel it, but just go with it. So we're going to do two poses today. And we're going to flip them around. And normally, this is a little bit different in yin. We're going to do a dangling pose, and then we're going to come into a squat pose. And I'm going to do them a little bit quicker than I normally would because we're swapping them over. Once we've done two of each, we're going to come into rebound. So if you did my class last week, you'll know rebound is where we just, let it go. So I'm going to face you sometimes. I'm going to turn the other way at other times if I think it's a better look for you to get this pose. So I'm going to do this now, but I want you just to stand up onto your mat. Take it easy. No props for this one. And you're going to come up. I'm going to come to the back of my mat where you can see me, but you can stand into the middle. So dangling, you have your feet hip width apart. And all you do here now is drop your chin and let your arms become really dead. And the crazy thing here about this one is we lock our knees. Yin's the only practice where we lock these joints. And you just let yourself slide down. Now you might just slide here and go, whoa, that's enough. Try not to let this butt squeeze, and we want our muscular body just to relax. This belly, no holding, just let it go. And all you're going to do is gently, gently, gently come down. Now you might stop here, and our target area is the back body. We're trying to open the back body. So let your head hang, let your arms hang. Now, knees, lock them. Bone on bone is really good. So you find your pose in dangling and just hold it here. Now, there is no right sort of place where you need to be. What I want you to do is to feel this where you are. So you might be here, you might be here, you might be here. You know, my back body is quite open, but there's no place that you have to be. What I want you to feel is, if we were thinking about sensation being 1 is you feel nothing, 10 is, whoa, really hurtful. I want you to feel about a 6. I want you to feel this somewhere in your back body. Let your belly go, let your head hang, let your arms hang, wherever you are. It might be here, here, here. And just let yourself come. So this beautiful pose is called dangling. I want you to stay there. We've got 1 more minute. This is really stimulating your urinary bladder meridian, which runs from your feet all the way up from the back body and through to the forehead. But also the beautiful thing, it is stretching all the back fascia. It's a gentle stretch for the lower spine. It loosens the hamstrings. It compresses the stomach and the internal organs. Perfect. They need this sort of gentle massaging. You've got 30 seconds to go. Just let yourself, just close your eyes, come within. Let yourself just really dangle here. Just, oh. Don't hold your belly. Don't let that butt come into this. Just really relax. Soften your face. And now, I want you to keep your head down wherever you are, coming out of the pose. What we're going to do is come straight into a squat. Now, this is where you might need a blanket to pop under your heels. So all you do is just gently grab it. And if your heels come up, it's no big deal. Just stack the blanket under this. You can have your heels as wide or as you like. And you're going to come straight into a squat. Coming down here. Now, your arms, they're not up in here. They're just down here and your head's dangling. And here we're coming straight into a squat. Now, I want you to stay into that. If you have to muck around a little bit with the blanket under your heels, do that, because we're going to come up and down again from dangling to squat. Let your head hang, let your belly come out. So now we're coming into the liver and kidney meridian as well as the urinary bladder meridian. Liver and kidney are through into these inner thighs here. We're still stimulating that urinary bladder meridian. The benefits of a squat, oh my gosh, you know, as Westerners, we should take something from the Eastern world. We need to squat more. It opens the hips, it strengthens the ankles, releases the lower back. Menstrual cramps, beautiful for menstrual cramps, to relieve menstrual cramps. You know, it's just a beautiful pose, even though, you know, it's pretty challenging for us to do it. So now keep into your squat. You've got 1 more minute. Just keep into there. Let the head hang. Let the belly go. And just let yourself sink into this. Use your breath. If the sensation is strong, you know, there might be that you might have to shift a little bit. Do it really, really subtly. Just really sort of shift. Try not to get that muscular body into this. Just let your head hang. So when we're in these poses, probably what I'm wanting you to do is to listen more with your ears than watching me, because, you know, the head will hang. So I'm wanting you to just really surrender to these poses. And surrendering is such a powerful thing. So just really surrender. You have 30 more seconds here. Let it happen. Soften the jaw. Soften the face. And now, just moving subtly, we're going to go straight into dangling. Yeah, I know. So just moving as subtly as you can. You know, you go straight into this and just see what happens with your body. Remember, we lock the knees here. Bone on bone is actually really healthy for you. It's a live tissue. The compression, and when we release it, oh, beautiful, beautiful fluid into those bones. So let yourself come into dangling, and what you might find is, you know, locking is you actually can come in deeper into this pose because the body has a knowledge. Let the belly go. Let it go. Let the head go. Don't hold it. Let the arms hang. And remember, if you're up here somewhere, who cares? It's great. It's doing its job for you. We want to feel it somewhere in the back body. 6 out of 10, you know, and if it's sort of a little less than a 6 out of 10, just see if you're holding on. You might be holding up here where the body, if you really let that muscular body relax, it could actually sink a little lower. You have 1 more minute here, yogis. stay with it. You're going to have the most gorgeous, beautiful, long back bodies when we finish this. Breathe. Listen to what your body has to say. Listen to its story. Listen to the sensations. Beautiful. And now, as gently and as subtly as you can, let's come into our squat again. And again, if you want the blanket under your heels, wrap and just pop it under your heels. And let's come into this squat again, and let's see what happens with this pose today. So I can really feel this in my ankles today, you know, because I haven't been doing my normal classes and have been doing my stuff, of course, at home, and I've been doing a little bit more running, you know, and I'm not a runner. Oh my gosh, no. So I've been doing a little bit more, I should say, shuffling or jogging. And I can really feel this now, you know, coming into my ankles and my calf muscles. Really let your belly go. Let your head drop in here. Try not to prop with your arms. Just let yourself sink into this. You have 1 more minute here, yogis. So drop your head. Just let your breath come. And be really curious about where you feel this in this body, and especially the second round, where you feel this. You know, releasing lower back. You know, opens the hips, strengthens the ankles. It's just beautiful. Last 30 seconds here, yogis. So enjoy it. If the sensation is strong, use your breath. Use your breath to really sort of breathe into that. We don't have long. We don't have long. Oh, and now gently rebound. Okay, move as graciously as you can. Land onto your butts and come into your rebound and move really subtly. Let those legs come out and roll back into corpse pose here, arms down. And just lay still. So I want you to stay and lay as still as you can here. Rebound is so important in our yin practice. It gives the body a chance to release fluid, release energy, and you may feel tingling, you may feel heat, you may feel cool. It is the fascia and the parts of tendons and ligaments of the body, and even like the rush of fluid into bones when we lock them and then release. Rebound is the body healing itself, you know, so we just have to let it happen. You know, we need to get out of the way. And so lay there and feel the sensation. If you feel like that you want to move, just hang off. Let the body heal. Stay still. And now, if you want to, you can maybe bring a little bit of movement to the fingers or toes. You might want to hug in the knees, whatever feels good. But do it really subtly, okay? Do it really subtly. And then bend your knees up, roll to one side, and then come on up. Now, I really encourage drinking a lot. The fascia in your body responds to being hydrated. It's a really interesting tissue. It slides. It slides to move, so it needs hydration, which is a fluid which has some water in it, but it has a lot of minerals and stuff like that. So our fascia is in every part of our body. We would look like a bag of Jello if we didn't have fascia. And so when it tightens or it's not being moved, you get things like, if you've heard of frozen shoulder and stuff like that, that's fascia that's here and not moving. So what we're doing in yin is opening up these parts of our bodies, and we need water to do this. So make sure you drink. Okay. What I try and do in my class is I give you a couple of strong poses that we did, and then I give you one that you'll love me for. So what we need though is I want you to grab your blanket and I want you to roll it in a like a bolster shape, but I want you to roll it really quite tight. So get it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. So it's actually quite a tight little roll. So we're coming into thoracic heart opener. Oh, this is a delicious pose, let me tell you. So this rolled here, it's going to come, I'm going to show you on the side here. It's going to come where your bra strap normally sits. So I'm hoping that you can see me here. And so it's a really tight little roll. This blanket's not. You're going to sit it where your bra strap would go, so your shoulder blades are free. Now you've got a couple of choices here with your legs. You can bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees fall. Or if you've got a bit of an icky back, take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees touch. You're going to roll over here and then take the arms out. So what we're seeking here is to really open up this thoracic spine, this thoracic area. Let your arms just come out where they want. I'm hoping, oh, yes, you can see me, beautiful. So just let that be. So let yourself get into that pose. So it needs to be free of your shoulder blades. So your shoulder blades need to rock back, and you can have your arms out or here or anything like that. And it's about really opening up this thoracic area. Curvature or sort of compression of the lumbar spine, but it's around really opening us up here. And, you know, as we know, with our days of on computers, and I'm guilty of this as well and everything, this is a really tight area of us here. So this is thoracic heart opener. It's such a beautiful pose. I'm going to time us for this one now. So this is a beautiful pose to really, work with the spleen meridian, sort of thing, which is an upper body meridian. It's, if the spleen meridian is in disharmony, you can have stomach problems, bloating, and even unreasonable worry. It also, of course, when we've got our soles of our feet together and our knees falling out, we're working through the liver and kidney meridians here and that sort of thing. It's, this is a beautiful pose. It's a bit like a really strong surrender pose, thoracic heart opener. Just let yourself really, come back into it. Our target area is to really open up the front body, but it's compression of the back body. Before we were sort of opening up here, now it's opening up this front body, really opening and compressing the back body. Relax the jaw. So try not to let the jaw come really tight. Relax it, let the teeth come apart. Close your eyes. And just let yourself really, really surrender into this. The thoracic spine, it's the densest part of our spine. It has to be. It has the ribs attached. It's protecting all our major organs. The thoracic spine is made to twist. It has the biggest bony processes on it. It's made to twist. So this flexion and extension of it, can be quite challenging sometimes. So just let yourself go with it. You've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. We hold this beautiful pose. And what you might be finding as we hold it for longer and longer, maybe sensation shifts, or maybe the shoulders come down a little more. Maybe the neck sort of gets longer. See how you feel with this when you actually surrender into the pose, and then you give yourself time to sit or lay and experience the pose, and you stop hanging on, butts relaxed, thighs are relaxed, to let it go. Just let yourself and feel the pose. Just feel it. This is a beautiful pose. I do this quite often if I've been on the computer all day, because very much here. So I'll come into my lounge room, which is here, and I'll do this just to open my body, to get my breath breathing again. You're in your last 15 seconds. Hold it, breathe it. Beautiful. And now to come out of this, all you do is gently roll to the side enough to take your blanket out of the spine, and then roll yourself back into rebound. Roll onto your back, roll onto there, and then just stay still. And where is that sensation coming? You know, where can you feel this sensation? Just let yourself just really surrender into this rebound. Feel the body now, you know, opening and delivering energy, fluid to parts of you that maybe have been a little bit static or stuck for a while. And now, beautifully that you've worked with it and you've opened it. So let yourself really surrender into this and just really relax. You know, the beautiful thing about yin, it's given me such a message that we're not passive passengers in our bodies. You know, that things might happen to us, you know, injuries, accidents, whatever, but we have the ability to, you know, maybe not fix it 100%, but we've got the ability to work with our bodies to repair it as well as we can, and to, you know, find out how we can actually really get our bodies back how we want them. You know, we can move energy. We can influence our body in a really positive way. Bend your knees up, roll to one side. So just, you know, we really are trying to take out the muscular body here, and let yourself gently come up. And again, you know, reach for your water. You know, I'm talking a lot today, so I'm going to drink some. But, you know, if you're feeling thirsty, it's too late. You need to drink before that. Okay. Now, you know, like I said to you, I give you a challenging pose, and then I'll give you a nice one so you like me again. Well, we've got a challenging pose again. This is called shoelace, and like some of these poses are very similar to what you'll do in a normal yoga class, but we've tried to name them differently. So in yin, so it gives you a sort of point of difference and that sort of thing. So this is shoelace. So shoelace is when your right leg is stacked in front of you. This one's really for the hips and the back body. Now, not many of us can stack up, and as you can see with me, you know, this doesn't look that great. So what I do is stack in front. So I'm not quite sure if you can see, I should sit back a little bit maybe, is it's like this. So my right foot is under my left knee, my left foot is under my right knee. Now, if you're more open, you can actually put it here, put it up here. And that's, make sure you've got your sit bones down and that sort of thing. So you could be here, stacking. Make sure there's a triangle of space in front of your pelvis. We're not trying to bring our heels in and cross our legs. It's like, you know, we're trying to stack our legs here, sort of, or our shins. So here or here. Find the sit bones, and you can see I wriggle a bit to find my sit bones. Then you take a breath in. And then on your exhale, you just let yourself come forward. Now, you can take your hands here, but what I really encourage in my classes is not to have your palms down. So you're going to prop, so have your palms up and let yourself just go. Again, letting this belly go. You know, who cares if there's a few rolls there? So just let it go and just let your head drop. And then coming. So what we're finding here is we're doing the back body, yes. But we're really opening up through the hips and the gluteals here, the piriformis muscles at the back. So let me set our timer here. So this is one of my challenging poses. this is not fun for most people. If you're really opened in the hips and this is really easy peasy, you might want to flip your hands back and then come down here. And, the challenge here of doing this class without seeing you is normally I'm walking around a class and I'm adjusting people and, doing all of this so I can help you. So please, if you've got questions after this class, please send them through because, I could talk your ears off about you. So I'm wanting you to feel this in your back body, hips here, and there may be other places that you're feeling it, but let yourself surrender here. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. And 3 minutes, I'm being nice to you. Normally in my classes, I would probably hold this for 5 minutes, and I always tell my classes, it's a good thing that I'm a mother of 3 daughters. I've had every dirty look and stink eye sent to me. So, I'm impervious to that. Because sometimes it's not fun, it's not fun sometimes, but the benefits afterwards are just divine. So stay here with me. You've got 1 minute 40. Where can you feel this, and be really curious, because when we come to the other side, there might be different feelings, and it's so curious, your right side, left side can be like 2 different people in the one body. So, let yourself surrender and just come into this. This is a strong pose. Breathe into that sensation. If it's painful, back off a little bit. We're not seeking a pain where it feels like someone's stabbing you with a knife. We're just seeking, if it's a broad pain, like it's as broad as what my hand would be, if I touched you, it's as broad as that. I usually tell my participants in my classes, stay with it. Stay with it, breathe into it. There is a place there that needs this opening. There you go. You've got 50 more seconds. Use your breath. You feel your body releasing, let the belly go. I know you're having to sort of undo what you normally would do, but this is what yin is all about. "15 more seconds. Stay with me. Use your breath. Oh, beautiful. And now gently. This is where you can feel like a 90-year-old yoga. Help your body. Come out of this slowly, slowly, slowly. And then come into your rebound. Just go back gently, 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 and just surrender. And just be really curious where that sensation and energy is moving. Let your body rebound here and let it enjoy the challenges and surrenders that you do, and just let yourself be. Sometimes in our lives we've forgotten that the body is a healer. If you give it the right environment, the right food, the right time and love and everything, it heals. It heals itself. We forget about that and think that we have to do something all the time. This is what rebound gives you. It's the body healing itself. So, and this process is icky. So let yourself just really surrender. Sometimes rebound will be even a stronger sensation. So, but surrender to it. And now, I always give my participants a choice, my yogis in class. You might want to just stay still and rebound for a bit longer, or you might want to move your fingers and toes, just to get that body, maybe a little wriggle somewhere, or maybe just stillness. And then gently bend your knees up. roll to one side, and then gently come up. Slowly take your time, welcome back. And guess what? We've got the other side. So sometimes, you know, this can be really different. And my yin practice was the one practice that showed me that my right hip is more open than my left, you know, and there's good and bad about that. So I don't, you know, I have a really open right hip. I have a more closed left hip, but I'm stronger on my left side through my hip. So, you know, whatever. So left leg, bring it across. So here, as you can see, I'm a lot tighter here in this hip. So, you know, remember your choices. Remember your choices. Just because you do it on one side doesn't mean that you have to absolutely do it on the other. So, you know, find the sit bones, wriggle into this. Let's set the timer for this side. So I love, you know, doing left and right sides because it gives you the opportunity to really revisit them. So wherever you feel that you want to today, and remember you've got the choice of coming up here and bringing this here. And then take a breath in. And then on your exhale, surrender into it. So remember, I want your hands either palms up. You know, if this is super, super easy for you, I'll keep creeping forward, sorry. If this is super, super easy for you, you know, you might want to take the hands back. So the upper body is actually giving you more pressure through. You know, it's not for me. So let yourself surrender into this. Try and switch off that muscular body. Let the belly go. Don't clench your buttocks. Let your jaw relax. You know, just really surrender. And then start getting curious. How different is this side? Is there a different sensation here? You know, use your breath to settle in. Close your eyes. You know, you're getting to know the inner you. And the only person that can do that, to feel it, is you. You know, so enjoy this journey. Enjoy this journey inwards. You know, surrender into here. Let it happen, you know, sensation is only your body telling you a story. It's, you know, listen to that and honor it. Don't always believe it. If the sensation is strong, breathe into it. Hold it. You have 1 more minute to go. Just let it happen. So let yourself surrender into this. Curiosity about the difference between your right and left. But there is no right or wrong. Well, we are nearly there. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh, beautifully. Just let yourself come up gently. Again, assist your body. Oh, move slowly. And then let yourself sink into rebound. Take your time. Oh. And where do you feel sensation moving? Where do you feel the body responding and opening? You know, it's rebound is just my favorite. Let yourself really sink and enjoy this. You know, you put in the hard work with holding the pose. Let it happen. Just let yourself sink into this. Where was the difference between right and left? Is there a difference through your rebound? Just see how it goes. And now again, really question if you, when you come out of rebound, do you want to move your fingers or toes? Or does the body want stillness? And then just enjoy that for another few seconds. Beautiful. And now gently bend your knees up, roll to one side. And slowly come up. Grab a drink if you need it. Okay, we've got one more pose before we're going to come into Shavasana. Now, this is one where we need your block, or we need something similar. Now, we're going to do like a beautiful front body opening with this one. And it's called a bridge pose, supported bridge pose, which, you know, most of us know, but this is one where we really surrender. A lot of the times I will use 2 blocks. You know, if you've got 2 blocks, I'm more than happy to do that sort of thing. Sometimes I stack a bolster on top or anything like that if I'm home or anything. Sometimes people use it on this angle, but like because we're laying it on the sacrum and that sort of thing, I don't feel like it supports you enough, and this is sort of like a better platform. So what you need to do, and I'm going to do this on the side so you can just sort of watch me coming into this. You come into like here, and all you do is, it's a bit like a bridge pose. You set it up here and you put it under your sacrum. And sometimes that takes a little bit of, you know, like movement around. And then the first protocol is just to put your arms out, like maybe wider than your mat. See how that feels. And then if that feels okay, you take your legs out wider than your mat. So see how my buttocks are free? It's really sitting on this sacrum, the body plate. And you just hang here. Now, at any time, if that doesn't feel right, bend the knees up again, lift your buttocks, and then just change it again. So, of course, if you want to go a little higher, you have to actually, you know, lift up a little higher. And normally, I would walk around class and help people with this. So, yeah. And then just close your eyes and surrender. So this is about opening up our front bodies. One of my favourite poses is supported bridge. So it's opening up the front of the hips, you know, because we sit so much nowadays, this part of ourselves is really compromised. It's really sort of tight. So we open up the front of the hips and the front body. There's beautiful compression of the lumbar spine at the back. You know, our posture nowadays is very like this, you know, sort of thing like that, computers and phones, you know, so this is actually, wow, compressing through that lumbar spine. It's just beautiful. We're working with the stomach and spleen meridians. But you know, I just love it because this opens up, especially around the pelvis and hip area, just opens you up. To me, this is one of the biggest surrender poses that we can do. We're like, you know, whatever, where you can just let ourselves go. I want you to feel it opening in the front body, but a lot of the times, the sensation of the lumbar spine compressing is probably one of the strongest. Now, it's fine. It's fine. Don't panic. You know, the compression of the lumbar spine, the discs, is really healthy. The spine needs to be able to tone. It needs to have this sort of movement to it. So this compression here, we're beautifully actually massaging your kidneys as well by compressing through the lumbar spine. It's a beautiful massage of the kidneys and the kidney meridian as well. So let yourself just really surrender there. It's delicious. So I'm going to shush for a little minute and I'm going to enjoy this pose with you. So let yourself just really surrender. Just use your breath. Breathe into sensation. You're nearly there, yogis. Stay with it, stay with it. Let this pose work its magic. You have 20 seconds to go. No holding on through the buttocks. Let the shoulders just drop. Now, to come out of this pose is as gently as bending up the knees, taking out the block or whatever you had under the hips. Bring the arms by the side, palms are up, and come into your rebound. So this is one of the poses that for me, rebound is really strong. The sensation through my lumbar spine and when I release out of this is like, and I see a lot of people in class that, oh my God, this feels really strong and they want to have an easy. Try not to do that. Try to just let yourself come into rebound, surrender, breathe into the sensation, and it will pass. It's just energy being moved. It's just energy. And, you know, sometimes there's parts of our bodies that are so static, so stuck, that when we move energy, it's you know, the sensation is strong. So let yourself just surrender into it. And it's here that, you know, when we come into our yin practice and we've made such a strong connection internally with ourselves, you know, it's such an intimate practice. You know, you if we were in a class, you would look different to your neighbor. You know, you're as different outside as you are inside. You know, we all have two eyes, a nose and a mouth, but we don't look the same. We all have the same skeleton, but we are not the same. You know, so you will look slightly different to your neighbor. And that's expected. Okay, if you want, gently move fingers and toes. And then gently bend your knees up and roll to your right side. Now, I want you to get ready for Shavasana. So this might be where, if you brought a bolster to class, and this is a little one, this is a beautiful little one that I travel with. If anyone wants to know about who sells them, I don't get any commission, I promise you. She makes beautiful stuff, Kalam Buddha, from material from India. So yeah, this is my little travel bolster. Lay yourself down. I'm going to choose a beautiful song for us to Shavasana with. Now, I really like people putting blankets over them. So, yeah, make yourself as comfy if you can. You've done a really gorgeous practice here where you've gone within. And, you know, it's really important that we honour that. So, find... So I like to put the bolster under the back of the knees. I like to have a blanket over me. And, you know, really make yourself as comfortable as you can here. Let yourself just settle down into this. And always, when we come into Shavasana, we come back to the breath. I'm going to just sit with you here. We come back to the breath. It's like you started the class. It's, you know, it's that full circle. So, you know, if you're anything like me, you have to wriggle a bit through the bar, you know, roll the shoulders back and maybe, you know, gently pull the chin in to lengthen the neck. And then you just let yourself sink. And again, just bring your awareness back to the breath. And because we've done a yin practice where we've really connected within, you know, many times this is a little easier. And again, become aware of the natural breath pattern. Not trying to control or change it. Just watch and observe. Just really be connected to every breath in and every breath out. And if any thoughts come into your mind, just let them go and bring them back to the breath. Feel yourself just sort of surrendering into your mat. There may be sensation. And it's just your body talking to you. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Let your jaw relax. Let the back of your neck soften and feel the shoulders surrender into your mat. Make your spine heavy into the mat as you just gently travel down it. Lower back releases. Buttocks and hips are heavy. Whether your knees are bent up or legs on the ground or over the bolster, make them heavy. There's no holding anywhere. And then come back to this beautiful breath. And gently now, let yourself come back to your body and your breath on the mat. And again, take the opportunity to maybe wriggle the fingers and toes and just gently bring back a sense of this external world. And then slowly bend your knees up. And let yourself just roll onto your right side and just pause there. Knees are bent, chin is tucked. And to me, this is just, it's the pause before we come into this external world. You've practiced, your yin practice today has been really, connected to the inner you. You've challenged, you've loved, you've put yourself in sort of like poses and positions, to really awaken yourself here. So just enjoy that last deep connection. You've listened to the story within. And just let yourself then push yourself up into a seated position. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. So please, whatever is comfortable. And then bring your hands together in your Prem Mudra and thumbs to heart. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yay! Hey, you are so welcome.
Don't forget to comment, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sure you did enjoy that as much as I did. My hips feel so lovely and open. My lower back, my lumbar area was getting closer to the earth, Jill, after all that lovely opening. So
oh, beautiful, beautiful. And look, any questions, as bizarre as people may think they are, I'm more than happy to be asked them, because I understand that, if you haven't practiced yin much before, that it's a different practice. And also, I know some people don't do rebound in yin, whereas my teacher and my lineage was taught that rebound's really important. So I'm more than happy for you to send any questions that you have about this. And I would really enjoy it.
all right. Well, thank you, Jill. We'll see you again before the challenge is over.
Thank you so much, Leanne. Namaste.